Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor, here with my father.
Kevin!
Nice. That was good.
I had to change it up.
Yeah, that was cool. I was
getting stagnant.
Today is a special day for me. This is an album that I didn't know when we would cover. I knew we would do it at one point because the whole channel concept is me showing you stuff. I showed you Kid Cudi. I listened to Kid Cudi when I was growing up. I listened to Mac Miller. I listened to Kendrick. 21 Pilots. We never really brought it up. But I went through a big 21 Pilots phase.
I did. Yeah, it's not another thing I didn't know about you.
I was obsessed when this album came out. Today we're covering Blurryface. I found the band right before the album came out. So I listened to Vessel. And then Blurryface came out, and I was like, this is fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I was like, it was something I had never heard before. It was... Every song was different. Every song was unique. And it definitely affected me musically, for sure. I didn't go back to 21 Pilots much until we got into the channel again, and I went back and listened to Trench and stuff. And
music has a way of finding you at the time you need it.
It does. So this album found me at the time that I needed it. I was kind of stuck in one little pocket of listening to music, one little genre. After listening to 21 Pilots, that's when I really went and explored a bunch of different genres, because I was like, holy shit, this album's all over the place.
That's the portal to you, right?
Yeah. So this album means a lot to me. I didn't know when we'd get to it, but then we did Clancy because it came out, and we did it the year that it came out, and I was like, okay, new 21 Pilots, check it out. We were blown away.
Fantastic.
Went to Trench, also blown away.
Yeah.
And they just released a statement saying that they've got an album coming out in September.
Breach.
And a single coming out in a couple weeks. Yes. And apparently this kind of fully wraps up the Blurryface, Trench, Clancy story. Yeah. The album deals with a lot of different emotions, getting older. Going, talking about youth and there's lots of talk about everything under the sun when you can think of mental health. I don't know the whole story of Blurryface and the character. That's one thing that I didn't really even know
at the time.
Like, I knew it was something, but I didn't dive into it.
Yeah.
Now I'm learning that Blurryface is even connected to Trench and Clancy and now the new record.
Yeah.
So this is all new to me. I don't know about all that. So I can't really tell you the backstory of,
Yeah, but there is a video that people have asked us to watch, and it'll explain the whole lore. And I think this is perfect timing after this that we do that, because we got Blurryface, right? We got a new album coming up. We've done Clancy, we've done Trench. And I think if we watch this thing together,
be a good,
Yeah, I think it'd be a really good culmination of what we've listened to so far, right? Blurryface is 21 Pilots' fourth album, is a loose concept album based on the titular, how do you say it? Titular?
Yeah, sure.
Based on the character who represents all the insecurity singer Tyler Joseph feels in performance and writing music. Joseph got fans talking when he started appearing on stage in music videos with black paint covering his hands and neck. When I think about my insecurities getting the best of me, I think of a feeling of suffocation and the things that I create with my hands, making me feel insecure. Very dramatic, and I know, but it helps me get into that character. With all the shit that I'm going through in my life, this is, it could help me.
I think you're going to resonate with this record. And I think you're going to resonate with 21 Pilots in general. I think they're a group that, like, I mean, and I know the lore, like, in terms of, like, I don't know the Blurryface lore, but I know the 21 Pilots lore. I've listened to Kitchen Sink. For the fans watching the 21 Pilots, like, I know fucking Kitchen Sink. I know the Taco Bell fucking song. I showed you that.
Oh, yeah.
My chalupa. Track number 1. Heavy, Dirty Soul.
Total breakbeat.
There's an imposition in my mind's imagination. The hope and the choke on smoke 'cause I'm smoking in my basement. This is not rap, this is not hip hop. Mr. Misty, I'm therefore I'm. Can you save my
Nice.
Can you save?
What the,
Yeah,
Can you
going up
save
high.
my- Can you save my every dirty soul for me? For me. I guess you're already dead. Mind the zombies walking around with a limp and a hunch, saying stuff like you only live once. You got one time to figure it
great
out. One time
fucking
to twist it, one
percussion.
time to
Wow.
stop. Can you save?
Yeah, Josh is just killer on this
Can you save
record.
my every dirty soul? Can you save? Can you save my? Can you
They
save
really know how to put the elements that work. Like there. Now we're out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you save my every dirty soul? Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Can you save? Can you save my
The way this comes in, it sounds like it's a sample.
Yeah.
Hit.
Can you save every dirty soul for me? For me. Can you save my every dirty soul for me?
They don't really miss on openers.
Dude, this is a banger.
Can you save my every dirty soul?
What a fucking track. What an opening track, man.
Starting off Blurryface strong.
Wow. Okay, I'm here. This rip. Can you save my? Can you save my? Can you save my dirty little? That dirty little.
Heavy Dirty Soul.
Heavy Dirty Soul. He sings it so fucking awesome.
It's such a great combination of sounds in terms of just like the pacing of that song. Very similar. You haven't heard the opener on Vessel, but similar to that.
Yeah.
And similar to Jumpsuit and Overcompensate. Like all the openers have
Are
this,
just
well, they have this back and forth thing where
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's very intense, but then it slows down and there's always a bridge and a secondary chorus, and there's just so much going on, but it works, and it's always
Yeah.
a great tone setter. Every 21 Pilots record I've heard has a great opener to kind of set the tone for the record.
that really, really got me excited. When I mentioned that opening beat, is it called the break beat?
Breakbeat, yeah, it sounded like a
Yeah.
That's what I think so.
Yeah, okay. Because that's what I called it, because that's what I thought, like right away. It sounds like a break beat, and I don't know where I got that word from.
I've seen it on when we're making music on like Logic.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
and
It
you
says
hit
breakbeat.
Yeah, that's
and
what it
stuff.
sounded like to me. But man, the drumming on that, it was fantastic. That was, you know what? I can't. You know, when we went back to the Arctic Monkeys and stuff like that, people are like, how did you never hear the Arctic Monkeys and all that? I'm having one of these moments right now.
Well, to be fair, this one's a little more like it's newer. I don't think this is 2015, whereas Arctic Monkeys, it was like early 2000s. So like I could see people being like, how'd you not hear it?
Well, because you were born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like this, I could see why you have not heard this. It's
I wouldn't have. Yeah,
It's like especially at the time, it was they haven't blown up at that point.
Yeah.
The song that's coming after this was their big kind of single that went viral.
yeah.
Track number 2, Stressed Out.
Okay, I definitely know the song.
Yeah.
Don't know the lyrics.
But you've heard it on the radio.
I've heard it a lot of times. Hockey games.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have
Yes.
to rhyme every time I sang. Care what people think. My name's Blurryface and I care what you think.
Oh, wow.
My name's Blurryface and
Didn't know that.
care what you think.
Yeah, you haven't heard
I
these
didn't know
lyrics
that.
yet.
Wish we could turn back time.
I absolutely love verse 2. Yeah, I think you'll like verse 2.
When the mama said us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Because you'll connect with this second verse.
I'm already crying.
Check out the second verse.
Sometimes Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. To the good old days when the mama
This fucking makes me bawl.
It's so good.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, singing, wake up, you need to make money. When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, money. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think I'd cry, but fuck, man.
What'd you cry from? The lyrics or just how good it's like
No,
produced, or
I
what?
literally cried because of the emotion that they gave me in the chorus. Is that as you get older,
You really resonate with these
you
lyrics.
really resonate with the lyrics, and you do wish you could turn back time. I remember all those little sweet things that fucking made me fall asleep, like my mom singing in the kitchen when she was cooking. She'd have a couple of beers, she'd be cooking, and that would be cozy because I knew she was cooking and she was in the house having a good time, and the comfort of that. And then the dreams that you have are gone as you get older, and you
Yeah.
look back and you go, fuck, I wish I could
Remember
do this.
when I wanted to do this?
I wanted to
do
be a
that.
professional drummer. I wanted to be all this and that chorus. I've heard this song so many times, but especially this. My name's Blurryface, and I can't.
He's speaking from the character of Blurryface.
I
There,
didn't
yeah.
have no clue, and that's the thing about passive listening is that it's so important to have the. I've listened to that. I don't know how many times.
Yeah, it's a huge song. They play it everywhere.
Everywhere. Never made me cry
Yeah.
because I didn't have the lyrics.
That second verse about building a candle out of a
Yeah.
smell,
Yeah.
I love that because it's
Yeah.
it's so relatable. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I make a candle out of it. If I ever found it, tried to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. It'd be to my brother because we have the same nose,
Same clothes.
but like that, I love that part there. You ever get that where it's
I was just
a
gonna
smell?
I was just
comes
gonna
in-
ask you. Do you ever have a smell?
Yes, I don't know, and I can't identify it.
Yeah,
where it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
from, but there'll be like a smell, and it will just bring me back to when I was like, a kid.
You know what my smell is, and it's rare because there's not so many of them anymore. Propane forklifts, and when the propane burns out of the forklift, it brings me back to like I was going to where my dad was.
Yeah.
He would take me to his work, and the warehouse would be completely empty. And I used to go get. I used to feel like such a fucking cool dude because it was a battery factory, right, which was huge. And we'd go there on Saturdays, and he had to do the shit. Anyways, he'd fire up that propane forklift, and it would have that smell. And then he would go, "Okay, I've got an hour. Just feel free." So I'd go in this massive. So first thing I would do is I'd go make. I'd young, like 10, 12, I think, and I would go and I would make
Coffee?
Nescafe coffee.
Yeah, I love those coffees and warehouses.
But
man.
with the whatchamacallit, the white creamer.
Yeah.
And I'd add sugar, and I'd just walk around, and
You feel like you're grown up.
yeah.
Yeah, even though, and then now you're looking back and you're like, "Fuck, I wish I was young
Yeah,
again."
yeah, it's crazy.
Their second biggest song is up next. You might have heard this one. I don't know. This one's not as emotional in terms of. I don't think it's gonna make you cry, but it's a real catchy one. Track number 3, Ride.
I just wanna stay in the sun where I find. I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much. But it's fun to fantasize.
Oh, yeah.
I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. I'm
Definitely know this
falling,
chorus.
so
Yeah.
I'm taking my time on my ride. For you, and that's hard to do, even harder to say when you know it's not true, even harder to write when you know that tonight there were people back home who tried talking to you, but then you ignored them still.
Great verse.
I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Time on my ride.
If it keeps going like this, we got a perfect album. Like,
I'd say it's a
that's
perfect album.
3, right?
To
Like,
me.
Come on.
I've been thinking too much.
It's like he's talking to me right now.
I've been thinking
I was up till 2:30 last night thinking too much.
thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I've been
Thinking too much.
taking my time.
They're great, man. I haven't been back to this album in a while, but that's making me smile.
Taking my time.
I see why the what are they called?
Click.
The Click.
They have a cult following, yeah.
They're so dedicated.
I've been thinking too much. Help me. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking
Great
too
harmonies.
much. I've been thinking too much. Help me.
So you've heard that before?
Yeah, but not,
But
like,
not like that.
but not like that. It's crazy how so far this album has spoken to me with my mental health issues, and currently what I'm going through. This, particularly to this song, I'm waking up. I'll be frank with everybody. I'm waking up at this point in my life right now, and I'm constantly thinking of death.
Well, he even says that. I think he says, I'm thinking about the end too much and stuff like that.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, I'm waking up 2:30. I'm laying in bed. The dog's there. I'm going, when's the dog gonna die? When am I gonna die? I'm fucking. People have died. I've
Recently,
lost friends this year. I'm like, when am I gonna die? Then that part of me goes to this Buddhist guy I watch, and he's like, every moment you just have now. So for yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. Just
Which Buddhist guy is this?
he's John Denton follows him, and I follow him. He's just on Instagram, and he just talks just certain words. I have this place I go. You probably know where it is, a camping spot we used to go to.
You visualize it in your head when
Yes,
you're trying to sleep.
And we used to have a tent trailer, and I'd be in the tent trailer. Would be it was not the greatest, but it was cozy.
Yeah.
And then I could smell the fire and hear the ocean, and you guys outside, and I'd go there, and I'd go to that place, right? But I don't have that place anymore because it's been so long since we went there that I don't remember the smell or that anymore. I can't recant it. I can't get it back anymore.
It might come back once, here and there,
but not as strong. Like
Yeah.
if I was overthinking and thinking about death and the
You
end,
could go there.
I would go there, and I'd just go, okay, I'm going to fall asleep. But
Track number 4, Fairly Local.
I have to say, of the albums we've done, I have not heard one bad production choice
On here, yeah.
Yeah,
You're walking down, but I wanna save or kill. Is that who I truly am? I truly don't have a chance. Tomorrow I'll keep a beat. This song will never be on the radio. Even if I click with a pick and the people with a vote, it's a few the proud and the emotional.
That's great.
You bulletproof and black like a funeral. I'm fairly local. I've been around. I've seen the
Great,
streets.
heavy.
yeah,
Bass growling.
yeah,
I'm fairly local. Good people now.
strings.
Wanna save, I will try. I know who I truly am. I truly do have a chance. Tomorrow I'll switch the beat to avoid yesterday's dance.
Yo, this song will never be
So it
on the
completely
radio.
flips the
Even if I
Yeah, yeah.
wording of it.
Yeah.
I think one must be Blurryface, one must be Tyler speaking. I'm not sure which one is who.
Which one's which?
I'm fairly local. I've been around. I've seen the streets. You're walking down.
It's crazy how this album and the character Blurryface spawned this entire fucking universe of characters and fucking
Islands
and politics and islands and shit. Yeah,
But what a way to do it, though. If you're gonna do it,
yeah. Why not?
yeah. It'd be incredible to be in the studio watching this being.
I'm fairly local.
Yeah, this is just like perfection when it comes to production.
It's,
You're walking down.
fucking, that's
Production perfection.
fantastic. Yeah. So there was a switch there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he took both verses and changed them. One was kill, one was save.
Yeah.
So I don't know if one's the perspective of Blurryface, one is Tyler. Like I said, I didn't really dive too much into the lore of it. when I was younger, I just kind of took it for what it was.
I love the pre-chorus where it says, "Yo, this song will never be on the radio, even if my clique were to pick and the
vote.
people were to vote."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I thought of that. I thought, you know what, this is not
because they weren't. Yeah, at the time, this is like pre-stressed out, blowing up and stuff.
Yeah,
and this is pre them being huge. The way, like, you know, they've got 30 million monthly listeners.
Yeah, crazy.
It's like these songs have, some of them have 2 billion streams. Like, this is before all
Yeah.
that, so it's quite cool to hear those kind of lyrics
Yeah.
and stuff. Track number 5, I believe this is about Jenna, and I think it was it written in Japan or something? Can you click on it?
Yes, I can. I'll read it to you.
Something to do with Japan. There's a music video filmed in Japan, or
The beginning of the song is in.
oh, yeah, it's in Japanese. Japanese countdown, right?
It's
Or
a.
it says something
It's
Japanese.
in Korean, I believe.
Is it Korean? I thought it was Japanese.
This can be translated into a form of hello or how are you in Korean. They also use it as a chant before some shows, which they started doing after their first South Korean show. Despite this, the song's music video was filmed in Los Angeles, Chinatown.
Okay, so I thought it was Japan. This was Korea or Korean, and they filmed it in Chinatown. So I'm totally off. Track number 5, "Tear in My Heart."
Sometimes you gotta bleed to know that you're alive and have a soul. She's the tear in my heart. I'm alive. She's the tear in my heart. I'm on fire. She's the tear in my heart. The songs on the radio are okay. But my taste in music is your face.
I love that line.
Take me higher than I've ever been.
Oh yeah, this other part's so cute. I love the lyrics.
You fell asleep in my car, I drove the whole time. But that's okay, I'll just avoid the holes so you sleep fine. I'm driving here, I sit, cursing my government for not using my taxes to fill holes with more cement. You fell asleep in my car, I drove the whole time to fill holes with more cement.
That was so.
Sometimes you gotta bleed to know, that you're alive and have a soul. She's the tear in
Production's
my heart.
fucking wild.
It's
I'm on fire.
that
She's the
that
tear
bridge was
in
my
heart.
absolutely.
Take me higher than I've ever been. My heart is my armor. She's the tear in my heart.
Love that song.
You know, they can write, like, if they wanted to just write an album of that,
Of love songs.
just like good pop love songs.
Silly, yeah, love
they,
songs.
They could silly little love songs. They
Yes.
could they literally, but that was the bridge was
My favorite part. And just what it represents, you know, of him and his love for his wife,
yes.
Jenna.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
avoiding potholes so she can stay asleep.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Getting mad at the government for not filling them up.
Yeah.
It's adorable. And that song, yeah, that was one of my favorites off the album.
That really shows the character, you know, between Legend and this bridge, and just you start to see the character and the lyrics of who
they are and what they represent. And
And
stuff.
yeah,
Track number 6, Lane Boy. Whoa. Just wait.
whoa, fuck.
They say you're lane boy, but we go where we want to. Wasn't for this music, I don't know how I would have thought this. Regardless, all these songs
That's
I'm
great.
hearing are so heartless.
Great lines.
Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. Honest, there's a few songs on this record that feel common. I'm in constant confrontation with what I want and what is popping. They say you're lane
Yeah, this one's
boy,
kind of like a direct talking about his insecurities with making music
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, you can see that, right? Stay in your lane, like.
Yeah.
That's a great
Baby,
sound.
not tomorrow. I'm sorry if that question I asked last scared you a bit like a hazmat in a gas mask. If you ask Zach, he's my brother, he likes when I rap fast. But let's backtrack, back to this. Who would you live in that for on that list? But the problem is, there's another list that exists and no one really wants to think about this. They say stay in your lane, boy.
Every song is catchy too, which is
And
great.
all,
We want to,
yeah.
but will they be out tomorrow?
There's that.
You see how I listened to this and it expanded my music taste?
Oh, easily. Oh, all I see right now is drum solo. I just saw it. It's big. You need to help me make something like this, dude. Come on. Right back, drop it.
His hi-hats.
Yeah.
Here. Wait. That, like...
Yeah. Now that's how you fucking play a beat, man. Wow. Whew.
Okay, we're 6 songs in, and
We're 6 songs in. We're 6 for 6.
I love that song. I love dealing with his insecurities about writing, wanting to do what he wants to do creatively, but also needing to, do certain things to be successful.
Yeah.
Luckily, they kind of did it on their own and stayed. They, made their own lane.
Yeah.
And like, look at them. They're extremely successful and respected, and they didn't have to morph or change to sound a certain way.
No, and that's sticking to your art and what's coming out is that's what the essence of what you want to do. You don't, like we were just talking about the other day about A&R reps saying you can't do this, you can't do that, right?
Yeah, no.
But fucking that was, I said but fucking.
But fucking.
Let's scratch that out of there.
Let's scratch that.
Drumming, the vocals, the production, the sound choices, the stoppages, and the 16ths on the hi-hats there that you pointed out. All those elements just make such good. We have to see them live.
Yeah, I need to at some point. I haven't. They came to Vancouver, I believe, at one point, but I didn't go because I didn't have the money. I was crying and I said, "Dad, please, can you give me the $15 to go see 21 Pilots?" And you said, $15 for 21 Pilots? What the hell is that?
Go to the airport and see as many as you want.
As many pilots as you want to see at the airport.
Sitting there for hours, you fucker.
I'm not paying $15 for you to just go see 21 of them. Fucking. Track number 7, The Judge.
Great. Mic'd up.
Mixed well, yeah.
Yeah, very, very.
Na 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 na, oh, na 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 na, oh. I found my way, right time, wrong place as I pled my case. You're the judge, oh no, set me free. You're the judge, oh no,
That's a ball.
set me free.
Yeah.
We still got some uke, I think, in there.
Yeah.
3 lights are lit, but the 4th one's out. I can tell cause it's a bit darker than the last night's bout. I forgot about the drought of light bulbs in this house, so I head out. Down the route I think is heading south. My soul's freezing, hell's hot for good reason, so please.
I love that line. I know my soul's freezing, hell's hot for good reason.
I don't know if this song is a surrender or a rebel. I don't know if this one is about me or the devil. Is it surrender or a rebel?
I hear the raking?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know if this
Ukulele
one
rake.
Oh yeah, I think Josh gets a little shout out on this song. You'll notice. You'll see it in the lyrics.
Okay. What a change up, eh?
I love it. It's all over the place, but it stays the same. It's great.
It all works.
Yeah.
Did you get that one in there?
The Josh Dunn?
Yeah.
Yeah, he shouts him out there at
Yeah,
some
yeah.
point, right? Yeah. Very quietly.
Very quietly.
Yeah. Does it say that on Genius?
It just says right there. It says it's in the brackets.
Brackets,
Yeah,
Josh.
brackets says Josh Dunn right there. They must have a really cool relationship. You know that?
Oh yeah.
Tyler Joseph wrote here, a fun fact, at 4:25 in the song, you can hear Tyler scream Josh Dunn. On his Twitter, it says, if you listen close to Judge at 4:25, I yelled, Josh Dunn. He was standing on the other side of the glass when I recorded that take. They you know what? They must be like the besties of best.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt it at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Speaking of doubt, track 8, Doubt.
Oh, shit.
I didn't plan that. That snare is just...
Scared of my own image, scared of my own immaturity, scared of my own ceiling, scared I'll die of uncertainty. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Even when I doubt you.
Love these sounds, man.
Temperature's dropping. Temperature's dropping. I'm not sure if I can see this ever stopping. Shaking hands with the dark parts of my thoughts. No.
Like another super well-produced, catchy chorus, you know?
It's... He's going to mention bishops.
Yeah, that's on.
Gnawing on the bishops. Claw away at this system. Repeating simple phrases. Someone wholly insisted.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch that video with you because I want to learn more about the whole. Was there 9 bishops or 8? What was it?
I forget. Yeah, 8 or 9. Yeah. You know what I'm really curious is if they've ever produced for anybody else, because their production skills are just sick. All of their production choices. You know, I just want to say about that chorus. We were just talking about choruses there. Usually what happens on certain albums we're listening to is that I have the chorus from the previous song still in my head because it was a cat. You sometimes get these. Yeah, right. But every time we hit a new one, we have a fucking banger chorus.
Yeah, there's no song that doesn't have a good chorus, so that
you got me
the
right.
Old one,
Yeah. It's like it's pushing the other one aside and say, "Fuck, we got another one here," right?
Yeah, it's like you're sitting at like a what do you when you do the fancy restaurants and they bring you like 12 courses?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like each one is good.
Yeah, you went to a food one. I stopped myself.
Yeah, well, I could tell you were itching
I was
for that
thinking of I was going to say a smorgasbord, but that doesn't work. You had it right.
Track number 9, Polarize.
Help me polarize, help me polarize, help me down. Those stairs is where I behind all my problems. Help me polarize, help me polarize, help me out. You know where I'm coming from, though I am running to you. All I feel is tonight, tonight, tonight. Ooh. Help me polarize, help me down. Those stairs is where I
Another catchy chorus.
Really good. But I tell you, man, this album, if you're struggling with mental health,
It's connecting with you.
this album really...
Josh is so good with the hi-hats.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah.
My halo. I don't know where you are.
Wow.
Yeah,
You'll have to come and find me.
we don't get much of that on this record. It comes more later on in other records, but there's a little bit. And there's one part on here that, not this song, but you'll see.
I could hear everybody singing this, man.
Wanted to be a better brother, better son.
Okay, that one just about got me crying at the end, but I held back. I held back my tears.
Do you have any friends with problems? Because I got a lot of friends.
Wow.
I got a lot of problems, and I got a lot of friends with problems.
I've said it a million times on this show with you about talking about lattes, okay?
About the foam and songwriting. You mean.
And songwriting, but also in life, going to those places that really, really hurt. And I've only, now maybe I need to see a therapist to get to the bottom of the cup where that sugar that they don't fucking spin is.
Yeah.
I only ever touch the emotions that are at the foam, and I got to work my way down, either through a therapist or whatever I got to
Through
do.
your friends or through something.
To get to that sugar at the bottom. That is the real hurt.
Yeah.
When he uses this line here, it really resonated with me. It says, help me polarize, help me down. Those stairs is where I'm hiding all my problems.
Which is kind of like...
Is like the bottom of the cup for me,
Yeah.
right? We've listened to albums that the lyrics are so far out that we don't connect, you know?
Yeah.
There's been Drake songs, there's been this songs, there's been lots of songs out there that it's like, it's not really our world. But when you do have an artist that speaks very frankly about...
kind of directly to you almost.
Directly, and also opens up about those issues, just the way you found out about Cuddy, right?
Yeah.
There, you really, it hits you, and it's a good feeling. It's a really good, and so I could see me wanting to really be loyal to people who have shown me and opened up and showed me about their mental health issues or
and
whatever.
I think that's why they have such a loyal fan base. You know, people really connect with what they say, and they respect how open they are about their feelings and everything. So it's like you kind of want to support those people.
Yeah. And they're fucking incredible musicians.
They're great. Yeah.
Yeah. If they sucked.
Yeah, you'd probably be like, oh, that's nice that you're sharing.
It's good. That's sharing. Yeah, that's
sharing
sharing,
your
right?
info. I'm
Yeah.
not
I
gonna
feel
go to-
fucking weird today. You know what I mean?
Track 10, We Don't Believe What's on TV.
Wow. You hear where the mic was placed on that snare drum?
Yeah.
It's like way over here, right?
We don't believe what's on TV because it's what we want to see. 'Cause if you stick around, I'll sing you pretty sounds and we'll make money selling your hair. I used to say I wanna die before I'm old, but because of you I might think twice. Yeah.
Okay, this gives me like that. I want to play a Guinness.
Yeah.
My dream does not happen. Don't want to know who I would be when I wake up from a dreamer's sleep.
Great line.
But I don't care what's in your hair. I just want to know what's on your mind. I used to say I want to die before I'm old, but because of you I might think twice. I don't care what's in your
Nice.
hair.
Yeah.
I just
Vocal
wanna know
doubling,
what's on your
tripling.
mind. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
I like that one.
I know. It's great.
Woo! Oh my God.
It's a short one, but it's a sweet one.
That was fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was one of my favorites when it came out. It's not anymore. Like, I mean, I still love it, but it's not like my favorite
Yeah.
off the track list. Like, there's so many more that I prefer. But I think it was because how catchy and accessible that one was. My favorite songs at the time when I first listened to it was it was Tearing My Heart and We Don't Believe What's on TV. I was like, those are fucking so fun.
Yeah.
Then the more I got into the album, the more I loved every song. And to me, there's not a miss on this record. And I don't know if there's a miss for you yet.
No, I'm flying, man. I'm literally flying. You know what I got to say about lines? I'm just to say about single lines in songs. It's that is that when we had the last dinner party here, and I asked them about By Your Side, holding you while you were shaking at 4 a.m. The lyric, and that made me cry. And Abigail said it had really nothing to do, with anything like that at all. It was totally different. But that's the part that resonated with me. In this song right here, it's like, this is when I met Mom. And it was this, I used to say I want to die before I'm old, but because of you, I might think twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that honestly is probably the same.
Yeah.
I think he's thinking the same way that you were thinking. because it's kind of hard to misinterpret that line.
No, but it's just those lines that just
Would stick with you. Yeah,
they just stick with you, and that makes a great song for me, man.
All right, track 11, Message Man. Very Canadian. Hey.
Yes.
The loser hides behind a mask of my disguise, and who I am today is worse than other times. These lyrics aren't for everyone, only if you understand.
Another catchy chorus, you know. It's kind of.
I love the pick me up there.
Yeah.
You don't know my brain the way you know my name. You don't know my heart the way you know my face.
Great line.
Yeah.
I'm wandering on the run. I'm wandering on the run.
Very reggae feel, eh?
Yes.
Release me from the present. I'm obsessing all these questions while I'm in denial.
That's what I mean. There's so many styles on this that I kind of expanded into later.
When you're messing with the message man. Hope you're dead, cause how could you sleep at a time like this? People, they rhyme like this, we're all impressed by this. They rip it, flip it, but these are just triplets. Wrote this in 3 minutes, 3 words to a line. It's just poetry divided. I'm the kind of guy who takes every moment he knows he can fight it. And run from this moment, but you and I know it gets better when morning finally rears its head. Together we're losers, remember the future, remember the morning is when night is dead. Release me from the present, I'm
That's a
obsessing
group,
all
man.
these questions while you're
Remember the morning is when the night is
Yes,
dead.
together we're losers. Remember the future. Remember the morning is dead.
Yeah. Sounds like a basketball dribbling
Yes.
in like an empty gymnasium.
Big time. That was a great pan. Is this?
I know. No, just a beautifully produced record, and so much in that song. Every song offers like at least one lyric for you to like grab onto, you know?
I know, and that's for me. That's
the bare minimum.
Yeah, the
is just
price
one.
of admission right there.
Yeah.
There's some lyric that you connect to, and you just go, "Fuck, that resonates with me, man." Like,
I love I think he's talked about it before in previous records. I think about just about nighttime and how, you know, wait till the morning because I still have like bad anxiety when nighttime comes around, and you know, I've gotten better at dealing with it. But
see, let everybody know, like, you and I are completely the opposite.
Yeah, you have less anxiety at nighttime. You're more calm.
I'm very, very calm. I just get different. The morning from like 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning onward, it just progressively.
It's just rough.
It just gets worse,
and then it kind of goes. To me, it's the other way. Like when I'm up 5 a.m. That's why I like to get up as early as possible because I like the morning. And I try to sleep as early as possible because I don't like the nighttime.
Yeah.
But like that was a line that resonated with me when I was younger because I still had that problem.
Yeah.
But, to like a higher degree.
Is far from this moment, but you and I know it gets better when morning finally rears its head. Together we're losers. Remember the future. Remember the morning is when night is dead.
Yeah,
that's the tattoo you got to get on your neck.
Yeah, I wanted a 21 Pilots tattoo at one point. There's a lot of bands I've wanted tattoos of, but
I got that. Mine's still here. I just got the other day. It's fucking.
Oh, nice. What is that?
Herald.
Where'd you get that from?
Some sticker company sent it as an example because they wanted us to make Turning the Tables.
Turning the Tables tattoos?
Yeah.
No one's getting a Turning the Tables tattoo.
No, just ones you just wear.
Oh, the ones that come off.
Yeah, this is already coming off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not a real one. Why would I get a Herald?
I don't know.
I think Mom would be pissed.
Track 12, Hometown.
I'll let the wind go quietly.
This is one I liked a lot when I was younger.
Go quietly.
Wow. But BMX.
Be the one to take my soul and make it undone. Be the one to take me home and show me the sun. Where we're from, there's no sun. Our hometown's in the dark.
Great.
Where we're from,
Listen to that guitar.
Yeah. This is production perfection for me.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah, I connected with this as a kid because, like, you know, for me and my friends, you know, we kind of felt like you feel like you're no one when you're young.
Yeah.
Put away all the gods your father served today. Put away your traditions. Believe me when I say our hometowns in the dark.
Kick you, nail that.
Yeah.
Hometowns in the dark.
If my shadow ever tilts its head at me, you get me to the hospital.
It's not his shadow, it's his us shadow.
Oh, here's this here's my shadow tilts its head at me.
Oh, I've got us shadow.
Oh,
It is my shadow.
was my shadow?
Spotify's wrong, yeah.
Spotify.
Unless they're lying on the CD. I don't think they are.
There's no sun. Our hometowns in the dark.
That is
This?
how you do it.
Oh, yeah.
That is how you do it.
Yeah, so that was one I loved when I
Sorry, go ahead.
when I first heard the record. It was one that I connected with a lot. What? Oh, adjusting your balls.
I had to pee. No, is that? Can I ask you? Is that one of the bigger ones? Because I would pick that as a big one.
No, not really. I mean,
No.
they're all like 200 million plays, but that's you know, it's not one of the big big ones. Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Fantastic. A very 80s-esque feel.
Track number 13. Not today. This is the one that I connected with the most at the time when I was 15. I loved this one just for my mental health.
I think Mom should get this as a tramp stamp because
What?
not today. Every time I ask.
Disgusting. I don't want to hear that.
I don't know why. I just feel I'm better off staying in the same room I was born in. But you are out of my mind. Yeah. Listen, I know this one's a contradiction because of how happy it sounds. You are out of my mind. Heard you say, not today. Tore the curtains down, windows open now, make a sound. Tore the curtains down, windows open now, make a noise.
Great lyrics there.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, don't you test me though. Just because I play the piano, it doesn't mean I'm not willing to take you down. I'm sorry. I'm out of my mind. Oh,
He's kind of directly speaking to Blurryface in this one.
Yeah. You can feel that, right? Did you must have really fucked with this, eh?
Oh, I love this song. It was like my favorite. It was my favorite off the record. It still might be, honestly.
Like when you were going through your shit,
Yeah.
it's like, fuck you. And I'm not letting you get me down.
Yeah, not letting you take over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite, and
Wow.
I think it still is my favorite, to be honest.
What a powerful, powerful track. Man, what I wanted to say about this album so far, and we're one song left, is that recently I've been staying up late trying to reading these fear of flying classes and trying to get on an airplane to go to the UK and visit places. But what this has sort of given me, really, like in all honesty right now, is that it gave me a thought in my head to split myself in two. And one guy is the old Kevin who went through panic attacks and derealization and shit like that.
Yeah.
And luckily right now, knock on wood, that I still have panic and I have anxiety and intrusive thoughts and, you know, weird things like that, right? Impulsive erections, like there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, those ones are rough.
There's just walking, doom. But there's just what they've given me is that there's this other. I want to create this other person in my head.
That's different.
Yeah, but I don't want to go. Yeah, I don't want to have 5 people in my head.
Yeah, just one's fine.
I just want one, and this one here is this guy is just like he's the superhero, the Tom Cruise type of guy, and he's like, just get on the plane, let's do it. Like it's like these, right?
Yeah,
It's no big deal. We're just flying to England. Like it's no big deal.
Yeah, you
right?
got two different sides of you. I mean, I feel like that's
Like that's the cool part of this.
Of him creating a character,
Yes.
and like in this song, it almost sounds like a fight, against
Yes.
basically like standing off to that side of him,
Blurry.
blurry face.
Yeah. I'm at that age now that I want to confront things, and it's like and just do it and feel the fear.
Yeah, and embrace that fear.
Embrace that fear, and then tell that fear to fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
And say, you know what? Not today.
Yeah,
This isn't happening. I'm
just have that song on repeat for 8 hours.
like on a Bluetooth speaker
yeah, in the plane,
in the airplane. Yeah.
let everyone else hear it.
Not today.
They're all chanting. You'd have to find a group of 21 Pilot fans that are all going, or get 21 Pilots to fly the plane. Just a bunch of them. Yeah. You'd feel really safe because if one fucks up, there's another one that
Even safer would be like 21 Pilot
fans with 21 different pilots.
No, but
and 21 pilots, the two members.
That would be killer. But the 21 Pilot fans that are pilots.
Oh yeah, there's got to be. There's 34 million listeners.
So there must be. If there's 21 out there that want to go to London,
is anybody a pilot that is a 21 Pilot fan? Let us know. I'm sure there's at
please
least,
let us know.
There's at least like 21 of them.
Yes.
Final track, like I said, this one was written a long time ago by Tyler, and it finally came to life on this record, kind of like almost like a True Love Waits type situation, how it kind of just it finally found its form on a record.
Yeah.
Track number 14, Goner.
I'm a goner. Somebody catch my breath. I'm a goner. Somebody catch my breath. I wanna be known by you.
You hear the hiss?
Yeah.
I wanna be known by you. The ghost of you is close to me. I'm inside out. You're underneath. I'll slip away into the sound.
There is a very loud part. I am going to warn you just so you don't have a heart attack.
Okay.
It's close to me.
Yeah, then I'd be a goner.
Yeah.
That would suck, eh?
Very eerie and dark.
Don't let me be gone.
I love how intimate it is, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually making it sound...
Don't let me be.
That's the fight back, eh?
Yeah.
That's the payoff of that fight.
That voice, man.
You.
How? Okay.
And that's Blurryface. How'd you like it, Dad?
Listen to this. I'm giving this, for me, 14 out of 14.
Like a flawless record.
It's top to bottom, everything in between. It made me feel shit that I needed to feel in this moment. Musically,
Lyrically, drumming.
I can't explain what I'm feeling right now. That is like, for me, a perfect album.
Yeah.
Like I will be, listen to camera, I'm talking to you guys. This will be an album I will not stop listening to. It's inspired me today. I needed it today. I needed my mental health clarity, and I think 21 Pilots just gave me that and said, you know what? You got to separate yourself.
That song, he says, I've got two faces, Blurry's the one I'm not,
Exactly. You know what? And for me, it's this, I'm fighting this guy, but this guy's Kevin and, Jizz Face or whatever.
What the fuck would you say that? You couldn't think of any other name. This is why I know your brain is just fucking so much brain rot and Jizz Face. Couldn't think of anything else.
What else could there be?
I don't know. Like
Sad face?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, cut that.
No.
No.
Let's keep that in.
No, please. Take out Jizz Face. Let's put in Mad Face.
Are you angry, or you're not really that angry of a person?
A jittery face.
That's very close to Jizz Face. Could get the two confused. Anyway, I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, this is one of those records for me that's like I go back to my childhood and or my teenage years, and like I think of not a kid named Cudi, Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
To me, that's front to back flawless record.
Yeah.
Blurryface, it's another one where it's like some people might not like it. Some people it's not their style. For me, it's one of those records that like it goes 14 for 14. I love every track.
It's
on
just
there.
wow. No, that's I don't know what there's not to like. This is my favorite one we've listened to.
Out of all of them, yeah.
Out of all of them, hands down. It's just like it hit all the marks. If we would have had, if I could have just thrown like track number 15 and because I like Legend so much, it meant so much to me. I would throw Legend, but
But that fits.
it fits. It does. I know.
yeah.
I'm fucking things up here.
Trench, so it's
I
better.
know.
It's better on Trench.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see what they do
For
in
Breach?
September.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Breach, and I really hope they come to Vancouver. I'd love to see them live with you.
Oh, that would, man.
I had a great time today, and I hope you. It seems like you had a.
I had a
good time.
fucking blast on this Friday afternoon. It's going to make my weekend. It's just,
This will be an album you'll be listening to. over
I'll
the
be
weekend.
listening to, and I'm picking. My brother's bringing some speakers over that are his that he's just going to leave here. He said I could crank, and I'm going to crank this through it because it's. And you have it on disc too, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
I bought it the day it came out, May 15th, 2015.
Holy shit! With
just over 10 years ago.
wow.
None of my friends are into 21 Pilots, so
Yeah.
it's perfect condition. You go look at my Weekend album from 2015. It's fucking absolutely destroyed. My buddy
yeah.
Arnold spilled coffee all over
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You keep
when-
bringing it up. Is it coffee?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a Weekend album, so that's the one that has the 50 Shades of Grey song
Oh,
on it.
that's yeah.
So maybe it wasn't coffee.
Yeah.
Let's end the episode here. I hope you guys had fun. If you haven't listened to this album, you're 10 years late, but you can still go and listen to it on streaming and listen to it without us talking in between. Although we didn't talk too much. We were kind of just vibing around.
Vibing a lot, yeah, it was great. And I want to have a huge shout out again to Alex in Scotland. She's a massive fan. I don't know how many shows she's been to, but I keep looking at your Instagram. She's going to shows all over, so it's really cool to start getting in and seeing what's going on in the clique. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of going through it. For me, it's fun because, like I said, I've got the album here. I was a huge fan, and then I kind of just listen to other stuff. But
Now we're doing it together.
It's cool to go back
yeah.
and kind of see what I missed out on.
Yeah.
And I missed out on a lot, really. Like Clancy and Trench. I haven't listened to the one in between that, but we can do that at some point.
What's that one called?
I don't even know the name.
Oh, okay.
But Vessel is the one before this, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that one. So we'll definitely do more 21 Pilots. September for sure. We know that we'll be doing Breach.
Yeah.
So take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Much love and peace.